What is good, Raider Nation? It's your boy Raider Alex back with yet another video for you guys. Anybody that is new to the channel, you guys love Raider related content just like this, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. That being said, let's just jump right into the topic of this video. New details have emerged about the contract of the Raiders' new quarterback, Geno Smith. Later last week, we got reports that the Raiders and Geno Smith agreed to a 2-year extension, keeping him under contract till the 2027 regular season. And the report showed that it was a 2-year, $85.5 million contract with $66.5 million guaranteed. But the latest report breaks down the contract year by year, and essentially this is how Geno Smith's contract is going to look throughout these next 3 years. So in 2025, he has $40 million in guaranteed money. 24 of those is a base salary and a $16 million roster bonus that he already received. He got $58.5 million fully guaranteed at signing, and his cap hits will be $26.5 million in 2026 and $39.5 million in 2027. But the biggest factor right here is in 2027, he has zero guaranteed money. So essentially, this is a 2-year contract. The Raiders will be tied with Geno Smith for the next 2 seasons. And depending on how he performs in these next 2 seasons, the Raiders can then decide if they want to keep him on contract for that last year, or they could potentially move on. But ultimately, this is a fantastic signing when it comes to John Spytek. Low-key, this man is cooking. And when it comes to this contract, I think he did a fantastic job fulfilling a need for the Raiders at the quarterback position. We get an upgrade over a young quarterback like Aiden O'Connell. And ultimately, to me, this is the perfect bridge quarterback type of contract. And that's exactly what the Raiders are doing with Geno Smith. I do think Geno Smith is an upgrade over Aiden O'Connell, but at the same time, I wonder how far we could really go with him when it comes to being a legit playoff contender and when it comes to being a franchise that could legitimately contend for the Super Bowl. But to me, the one thing Geno Smith will do is he'll bring some stability to the quarterback position, and ultimately he's going to help this franchise transition over to the new Pete Carroll style regime, and he will be the perfect placeholder at the quarterback position while the Raiders ultimately address the quarterback position at some point in the draft. That is fully what I expect with this type of contract. To me, the Raiders could most definitely still draft the quarterback this year in the NFL draft. Now, if they don't do it this year, I think they'll for sure do it in 2026 in that draft class, where it looks like it's going to be a stronger class when it comes to the quarterback position. But Geno Smith would be a great veteran quarterback to have a young quarterback sit behind, let him adapt to the NFL, let him learn the offense, and ultimately let him learn from a good veteran quarterback in Geno Smith. And ultimately, I just really like this contract. I like that the Raiders did not tie themselves long-term towards Geno Smith. I also was a little bit worried that maybe we were going to overpay for him, but essentially, I mean, $60 million guaranteed for a good, not great quarterback, but for a good quarterback is definitely fair. We also have to consider that the cap salary has gone up. So for us to only have him on a $24 million cap hit this season and $25 million cap hit the year after, and then after that we can completely walk away from the deal if we have to. This is a perfect contract, and this is a great move by John Spytek. And one thing I will say is this could be a new era when it comes to the Raiders in terms of making big time moves when it comes to managing the cap salary. One thing that does jump out to me is I remember earlier in this offseason, Tom Brady spoke about this. He mentioned the fact that when he was trying to convince Ben Johnson to sign as a head coach, he did mention the fact that there was going to be no more shoestring budgets here with the Raiders. And the one thing you see is the Raiders at signing, they gave him $60 million in guaranteed money to Geno Smith. And the great thing about that is all these signing bonuses, those do not affect the cap. So it's going to help the team when it comes to having some flexibility towards the cap. Allows you to bring down that cap hit for your quarterback. It allows you to have more money to play with as a franchise. And it ultimately works both ways. It helps the team with the cap salary. It also is beneficial for the player as well. I mean, Geno Smith has guaranteed money up front now. And to me, that is absolutely huge, because to me, that is a big advantage that some NFL owners have over others. If you have an NFL owner that's willing to spend some money, that has the capital to do so, and they can just sign blank checks like this when it comes to roster bonuses and signing bonuses, just like that, it allows you to make more moves. It allows you more flexibility to get good players under a good contract, and that'll in turn help you assemble a good roster. I mean, the Denver Broncos recently signed linebacker Trey Greenlaw, and that was a big reason. The 49ers definitely wanted to bring him back, but the Denver Broncos gave him a big signing bonus, and he was unable to turn that down. And before the San Francisco 49ers were able to meet with Trey Greenlaw and try to convince him to stay, he was already wrapped up with Denver. So that is one thing I noticed about this contract, is one of the big reasons why it's such a great contract is the fact that the Raiders front-loaded a lot of this money with that signing bonus, and it allowed us to have a great cap hit moving forward. So that definitely is very exciting news. Could this be that Tom Brady effect? I mean, Tom Brady also has another investor that bought this team. Maybe this is why Mark Davis sold part of that to Brady and his investor. Maybe he knew they could give him a lot of financial power and leverage in that standpoint. So definitely very exciting. Hopefully this can continue to be in trend for years to come, because essentially, if you have an owner that can continue to do this, it's essentially like a cheat code, and it allows you to get great contracts. It allows you to manage the cap salary in a great way. And that is exactly what the Raiders did with this Geno Smith contract. Now, it is going to be interesting to see how they navigate the NFL draft this season. Do they draft a quarterback this year? Do they wait? But ultimately, what this contract shows me, it's a bridge quarterback type of contract. So I definitely expect the Raiders to address the quarterback position in the NFL draft relatively soon. But Raider Nation, let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below of this contract. Let me know what you think about that potential Tom Brady effect when it comes to managing the cap with these signing bonuses. And let me know if you think the Raiders may draft a quarterback this year in the NFL draft. But with that being said, Raider Nation, that is all for you guys in today's video. Anybody that is new to the channel, you guys love Raider related content just like this, make sure to like, comment, subscribe to the channel. That being said, I will see you guys in the next one.